When this screw is driven in, all you see is an unbroken brass disc. Pretty cool, right? Oh, what's that? How do you drive it in without a slot? But many of you probably saw that coming, because this isn't the beginning of the story. So let me back up a bit. A little over 2 years ago, I showed the first screw with a hidden slot. Initial videos got a ton of views. You helped me name it the Pika screw. I started doing projects with it, and also with a smaller version that I launched just a little bit later. Since then, I've seen some really cool stuff done by some of you. Like this bed frame and guitar, both of which you can see on Instagram. And this has been a lot of fun to see, but the popularity of these videos means that a lot of people have told me that $40 and $26 for a screw is just way too expensive. And people have commented back that precision machining is going to be expensive, and that's of course true. But about 6 months ago, I went quiet on Pika screws, and I did that because I came up with a design that I hoped could bring the price down substantially and still preserve everything cool about the screws, not compromise on quality at all. This redesign also needed to address the less spoken but more problematic objection to the screws. Namely, I don't know what to build with them. I needed to expand the possible use cases, which meant the shape of the screw head needed to change. Why is that? Well, let's consider the old Pika Screw Mini. The thing that it is fastening down, my guitar stand flap, for example, needs to be 1/2 inch thick, at a minimum, for the screw to be flush. And if the screw isn't flush, a lot of the magic is lost. You just end up with this knobbly look that can be seen all over the place with capped screws. The solution is complex to design, but simple to describe. It's just a tapered screw head that you countersink into the material. This allows thinner material to be fastened down with the screw still flush. So the box build that I'm doing right now pushes this to the limit with a thin plexiglass front held down by 4 of the new Pika screws. So there it is, extra functionality achieved, and the price is $24 for 4. 4 micro Pika screws cost $24, just $6 a piece. That's for brass. There's a stainless steel option also that's $9 a piece, and the driver is a 1/4 inch bit that only costs $5 more. That makes this a much easier thing to get into and try to incorporate into some projects. Just a few things to wrap this up. First off, brass is fragile. If you go with the brass option, be gentle. Use a screwdriver. Don't put this in an impact driver and go to town. You'll ding up the face of the screw. If you really need to torque this down, go with the stainless steel option. Pre-sales are open, link in the description. This code will get you an additional 25% off of the prices that I mentioned earlier. That is a reward for paying up front and helping me kick this off. So thank you for your support. And lastly, you will see an option for a countersink bit that is the exact same diameter and angle of these micro Pika screws. It's a common angle, so if you have a countersink bit that's 7/8 of an inch or larger, it'll work. An exact match on the diameter is kind of nice, but it's not critical. That's all for now. I've got lots of projects coming up using these. If you have any ideas for anything you would like me to build, please let me know. Thanks for watching.
Dad, how is it turning?
Well, you gotta join my channel to learn how I did that.